We'll keep you up to date on that. I think the black may have come to his rescue there. But is he maybe contemplating trying to cut in this other red? No. Don't think there was enough room to get it past the red that's over the corner pocket. Pretty rare for anyone to win all 6 of their matches in a Championship League group. Seem to remember John Higgins doing it, possibly last year or maybe the year before. Selby can still do that. Well, that's an excellent shot. Really good pot and perfect position on the black. So never really got into the first frame.
8.
A chance to get into the match here.
Seventeen.
Well, really trying to force it there.
17.
And as a result ended up being a long way out with the pot. Not easy to play a shot like that with the rest. There is one red at the back of the pack that goes without him having to disturb the reds.
Green ball.
But ideally, I think he would like to get into them. But the angle here, that's what he's played. Well, I think he can still play the one that's come away. Oh no, he can't. Well snookered on that.
Andrew Higginson 4.
It's a scrappy enough start to this frame.
One. Andrew Higginson 1.
Really needed that pink to drop. If it had gone in, he might have been in amongst the balls. As it is now, he's given Selby another chance.
One. Seven. Eight. $40.
Been a pretty good season so far for Mark Selby. After winning his first ranking title at the Welsh Open 4 years ago, he had to wait 3.5 years to win another one. Did that at the Shanghai Masters back in September, where he came from behind to beat
50.
Mark Williams in the decider. And in the other two major ranking events, reached the quarter-finals in Australia. And the last 16 at the UK Championship, which was a bit disappointing for him, I think, having become world number one. He really wanted to underline that by winning one of the two biggest ranking events, the World and the UK, neither of which he's ever won. So he'll have been disappointed to have gone out so early. But the next ranking
21.
tournament, the German Masters at the start of next month, is going to bring back some really good memories for him. Because although he lost the final there to Mark Williams last year, it was a great occasion. Full house in Berlin, 2,500 people, fantastic atmosphere. And for Selby, it was the start of a great run towards the end of the season. Followed that with a semi-final at the Welsh, semi-final in Dublin. In both of those, he was only a frame
26.
away from getting to the final. Then he did get to the final at the China Open. And a bit disappointing for him to go out in the quarter-finals at the Crucible, beaten by Ding Junhui in a match that really he might well have won. And he'd played really well up until then. He easily beat Jimmy Robertson and Stephen Hendry to get to the quarter-finals.
$33.
So he's just been really consistent over the last 12 months, and that's why he's now world number one.
34. $41.
And that clinches this frame. 53 in front and more to come.
$47. $48. $53.
That brings up the half ton, but he'll be doing well to keep it going here. Well, never mind. 53, more than enough to clinch the frame.
53 in frame.
And having lost the first frame to a century, Selby squares the match by taking the second. It's 1-1 between Selby and Higginson. I think having got to number one in the rankings, we'll come back to that point in a minute, but here's what's going going on the other table, and Matthew Stevens finally, it seems, finding a bit of form. He's really struggled throughout this group, but he's a frame up on Ali Carter, and he's well ahead, 49 points in front now as that red goes in the second frame, and seemingly well on his way to a 2-0 lead. And if Carter loses